Hello everyone and welcome to our latest video.
What a load of shit!
Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. And if you threw a party, invited everyone you wouldn't be the biggest gift would be for me. And the card and text would say, thank you for being a friend. Thank you for being a friend. Thank you for being a friend. Thank you for being a friend.
Yes, this is our ship roundup of how we felt our trip went. So let's take it back for us anyway, to Southampton where we boarded onto the ship.
P&O Iona.
Yes, that's up here. It wasn't too bad. I don't like group booking with P&O. It is pants.
So let's go back a little bit on that. The reason Scott says that is because of the fact that we had 3 rooms. One of our room parties was a disabled guest who had assistance. When we arrived before we even arrived, we got given 3 separate embarkation times. P&O could not change that.
And they were all about 15 minutes apart as well, weren't they?
Well,
Roughly,
yeah. No longer than that on the last one, but it doesn't matter. So when we all wanted to travel together, obviously they couldn't adjust it at all. You had to turn up at your times. We could, however, go to the later time if we wanted to make sure we were together, but that's a bit pointless because that was the people that were having the assistance. So we thought, here we go, we'll stick to our times, we'll go on, we'll meet each other quite simply on board because our rooms are basically in the same area. So going through the embarkation and check-in procedure seemed to go swimmingly. However, once I got to security, they checked me in as my father. So I had to go back again. I don't know how they managed to check me in as my father because I'm clearly not my dad. I'm clearly nothing like my dad. So I had to go back again and check in again.
So by this point as well, the disabled people, the assisted, have already disappeared. They've stayed downstairs, we've gone upstairs. We haven't got a clue what they're doing now. So it's just us and your parents upstairs. Yeah. And then for that part, so we've checked in. We've got split up already now, because they had to go to a different area. It was just the fact we split up into 2 parties, wasn't it, actually? And then for security, we had to go through 2 different areas as well. Security was split up into boarding areas. So, yeah.
We went that away, they went that away.
So now all 3 parties are now split up with not a clue, because I think if I'd known it was done by boarding group, no, not by boarding group, sorry, by muster station. If I knew it was done by then, I'd have found out where their muster station letter was, so we could find each other easier, because it's not even like you can go through the security part of it and then meet up straight away afterwards. You have to go to your muster station first.
Straight away.
Straight away is what you have to do. So it's trying to find everyone then, and
because of the assistants, they were taken there.
So we didn't have a clue what was going on. So that point, I didn't like.
No, it was a bit of a mess, to be quite honest.
It was
had it been just us,
yeah, it was smooth getting on.
Not a problem.
Because we were through check-in, we were through security really quickly, and to the muster station, and sat
and to the bar.
Yeah, but we went to Costa first though this time, didn't we?
Yeah, but I was thirsty.
Yeah. So we were there within 20 minutes, which is really good. It was then the fact of finding everybody.
We tried not to for about an hour. Sorry, ma'am.
So that was that. And our first impressions of the ship?
Beautiful.
I thought it was beautiful as well.
The atrium, as you get on, absolutely stunning. Bit of a waste of space, if I'm honest with you.
Yeah, they don't use it well.
They don't use it to its full capabilities, but I believe on Arvia they do shows in there.
Yeah, so we've seen some
So,
pictures of that.
maybe
And
we'll try it out,
Maybe
yeah.
we'll find some videos. So we're going to move on to planning and booking things on P&O. So they use what they call their app.
Isn't an app.
It isn't an app, it's a website. I don't know why they call it an app, because like Royal have an app, M&C have an app. I think everyone has an actual physical app you can either get from Google Play or the App Store. P&O don't. You have to log on in the UK to My Holiday to book your excursions and all that sort of stuff. But then when you're on the ship, you use it to book your entertainment. And for us,
You like use a different one that you can only use on the ship because it has to be done on the ship Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
So if you've got your Wi-Fi on or using something else, then you have to switch that off to go onto the ship's Wi-Fi to be able to do anything.
And for our group of three groups, we had to do everything individually.
For entertainment.
Yes, it was everyone booking on, which was awful. Which was a pain. Dining we could do, because you just select how many people. Everything else was awful. But we're going to pop in now the planning tool. So this is the main home screen for the app. You can see everything from there. We're going straight into trying to book a restaurant by the looks of it. So you just pick which restaurant you want. You can see the details of that one then. Pick how many days, how many people, whether you need wheelchair access, what time. As you see, there's different times you can choose. These are all that were left to pick for a reserved spot. And you can just click book and it normally works that way. You can do short excursions, onboard purchases, your diary, everything from this main homepage. These are all the bookings that we made. It's quite simple. Most of these we had to do beforehand as well. You can see your restaurants. These are all previous stuff, so it is a bit random. They still show you what you've already done. But to book one of the entertainment, you had to just find the entertainment you wanted. This could only be for your room now. So this is just for Johnny and I. Choose whichever entertainment you wanted. As you see, quite a lot were fully booked already. For whichever day you wanted. So we're going to Neil Lockwood. Choose people that you want to book for. And press book. And it is as simple as that. I say simple, but it's annoying when you've got more than 4 people if you've got multiple bookings. And if you need to cancel, you can cancel quite easily as well, just by going back into My Bookings and pressing the cancel button. And then it says you're all there. And even from this page, you can get onto the side view page. As you see here, you can see everything's still then again. But from here, we're going to try and book some dining. I know I said about it earlier on. But it shows all the wait lists now. So you can see everything on there, all the wait list times. You can join what's open, what's closed. All the restaurants are on there. You can see even menus on the restaurants. Times you can book again. All the different options for your party. We were trying to get in the Olive Grove, but we wanted a table of 6. We're going to do a table of 4. But again, this is just showing you the buttons you can press to get your reservation. Back on the main screen, and now we're going to try something a little bit different. There's all up top, there's all the different things you can do. But I think we're going to try and find a bar. Yeah, there we are. All the drinks, you can get the drinks menus on here as well. So this was back with the old package. So you can see everything on there, all the different bars, all the different drinks you could have. So if you didn't quite know which bar you wanted to go to and what you fancied, you could sit up in the room, look at the menu and go, oh, I want that one. And let's go down to that bar. And then it's easy then, isn't it?
or even if you're at the bar, you can sit there and peruse the menu without seeing a physical menu as well.
So we're going to move on to dining now.
Eating, one of our favourite things.
Yes. I like the restaurants here.
Okay, yeah, I did. We particularly found that the main dining room we found easier to pre-book an earlier slot. If you wanted a later slot, you had to go on to the wait list kind of thing, like we showed you in the planning tool. However, we preferred to be able to pre-book, so we booked 6 o'clock every day, which meant we could go to one restaurant with a really nice waitress, hi Jovelyn, and have the same table every single night, which for our party worked so much better.
Yeah, I didn't know you could do that, if I'm honest. I thought it was just the free dining where you just had to go on the wait list, had a random table every night, a random place every night. So after we were there, I think it was night 3, we said to her, can we come back to you? Can we have this table again? She went, yeah, just go and let reception know, and they'll put a note on it. They can't guarantee it, mind. But we had 6 o'clock every day, and I don't think a lot of people wanted that with wheelchair access. It was
But I think that's because we could pre-book that time. We didn't have to go onto the wait list. If you're on the wait list, they can't guarantee what table because they don't know what table will become available on the wait list.
Might be that.
Just thinking. Clever.
Again, this planning tool was awful. But the main buffet, we only used that for lunches, didn't we? It was rammed.
Yeah, but little tip for you: don't go to the Horizon side. Go to the Beach Club side.
Ooh, yeah, we like
much
that.
quieter.
Yes. Don't know why. They're virtually exactly the same, but
well, the beach place is a speciality in the evening.
Oh yes, that's why. It's the chef's table, isn't it?
No. So it's speciality in the evenings. Horizons has the special chef's table on celebration night. Scott's getting confused.
It's
too much drink. But we also liked a very special form of dining, which was called the...
Are you on about the keys? Yes, I love the keys. We went there first day. And you have the different areas. You have the fish and chips, Asian fusion bowl,
American diner.
American diner. What was the fourth one?
That wasn't. It was 3.
Is there only 3? It's only 3. I loved my katsu curry bowls. They were beautiful.
From the Asian infusion.
From the Asian fusion. For breakfast, they do different things, and then
not Asian.
No, not Asian. They have set meals apart from the American grill, which is an American grill in our view either. But they have you can pick what food you have. So that was for that. But breakfast most of the time, apart from one day we did it in the main dining room, didn't we?
Yes.
Because we like a nice plated, chilled breakfast. Because of Johnny's eating requirements, it's easy for us.
And with a wheelchair.
And with a wheelchair, yes. Because the Keys isn't very wheelchair friendly.
No, it's not wheelchair friendly.
We ended up there once in lunchtime. We ended up eating in Sindhu.
I think also people were very wheelchair friendly. So if a wheelchair's coming towards you,
they kept walking.
I would leave it the way. But a lot of people
kept walking. It was very confusing. So yeah, that was that. Speciality dining.
We really went to the limelight, didn't we?
Yeah, we didn't. We wanted to try and get into Sindhu. We didn't get into it.
We'll do it at some point.
Yes, we'll do it soon. Who knows? Maybe we've got P&O booked again already. Who
can say?
I can say we have. But do you know what I found weird as well? A speciality dining, in like other cruise ships, they have an area. They have the set restaurant which is closed off. Here, it's in the atrium.
Some of them are.
Well, yeah, but you walk it. Sindhu was the only exception, I think, where it was in its own little separate restaurant.
Keel and Cow was.
Yeah. All the other ones that I know of were on
Can't think.
the main atrium, and it's very, very weird that you're walking past people eating. To me, that was part of the corridors. But anyway, that's that part. But yeah, food was very good.
On the whole, I was quite impressed, yes. Plenty of choice.
Yeah, on the whole, I liked it.
I did.
It was lovely. I'm trying to think what the actual main buffet food was.
Buffet.
Ah, do you know what my problem was? Because I had a problem with my main buffet. No, there was no chips
On the buffet.
on the buffet.
There was a special restaurant in the Sky Dome.
Oh
that
yeah,
did chips.
we never went there. We never went there.
But I loved the fact there was no chips and burgers.
It was, yeah, P&O's very posh. I know what problem I had with the food. Late night food. It was too posh. There was no pizza. There was no nighttime street grub. Is what I
Apart
would
from
call.
kebab, that one night.
That one, yeah, the last night we had kebab. The last night you could tell we were back in UK waters. They had
Dirty kebab.
dirt kebab. Otherwise it was mini cottage pies and stuff like really fancy. No. I want a pizza and chips. I want my slice of pizza for the end of the night.
I suppose.
Yeah.
I preferred to have my cheese plate.
Yeah, but you can still get that. But on the whole, the food was it was really nice food. There was never actually a bad food. He's just pointing because I did that a minute ago. There's never a bad food option, I don't think.
No, and as you'll see from some of the videos, Scott
As you
basically
see,
had
I had two portions every
two
time.
portions every time.
Especially near the end when.
If he said to Jovelyn,
Oh, it was Jovelyn's
I
fault.
don't know what I want, she went, no worry, you have both. And he had both.
Well, we realised this first time when you couldn't decide. You couldn't decide. That was on the last night, maybe. But yeah, this is the thing with cruise ships. People don't realise this either. If you don't know what you're having, just have it all. Even if you have
Just
just.
don't be wasteful.
Well, no, but I was just about to say, if you don't know what you like, so you think, I don't know if I'm going to like it, try it. If you don't like it, you can leave it. Don't feel bad about leaving food, especially if you want to try it to know.
Hence, Mum didn't have tomato soup every night.
No, she had mushroom one night. But yeah, no, I liked the food. It was very nice food on the whole. Anything else?
No.
Okay, next bit. So we're now on to the entertainment side of the ship. I loved quite a lot of the entertainment.
Yes, I was quite fond of it. It was very entertaining.
Oh dear.
So, different types of entertainment on board.
Yes. Yes. So yeah, it's a bit different. It's what I would call visiting acts, where they get the acts in. We're very, very different to what we used to.
Yeah. But
They were
nonetheless, very good.
Good, very, very good.
So,
Started off with Neil Lockwood.
very good. He was the ELO frontman. Not
Part
the
two.
original. Second one.
ELO Part 2, he was a frontman of that. He sung some songs that even I didn't know I knew. Were ELO. But I knew them, but I didn't know they were ELO. Yeah, I didn't know they were ELO, so I was singing along to almost every song.
I was singing along to songs I don't even know. Going, la 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 la.
So he was very good for the first night. Oh dear. Who did we see next? We then saw Graffiti Classic.
Amazing.
Yes, they were. I've said it on the video. If you'd said to even to us generally, let's go and watch a string quartet on a ship. No. But
Amazing.
these guys were so good. 100% recommend anybody goes to try and see them.
I don't want to talk about it too much.
Okay.
Because you've got to see it. If we tell you too much about it, I think it will ruin what they do.
Yeah, all I think we need to say is their comedy while playing their instruments.
Yeah.
What thing we need to say? It's well worth going to see them. Well worth it.
Don't think it's classical music.
No.
Don't bother, because
Do it.
I can honestly say now, I've seen a lot of acts, and it's probably one of the best.
And I was going to say, your dad is he'll tell us if he doesn't like something, and that kind of stuff.
Oh, he's wetting himself,
He loved it. He absolutely loved
and he
it.
didn't fall asleep.
No, he normally falls
And he
asleep.
didn't turn his hearing aids off.
Yes.
So Graffiti Classics, that's a bonus.
You've got the hearing aid check. Our next one we went to see was Pure Paloma. She was very good.
Nice bottom.
Nice bottom. Pure Paloma. I didn't I don't know a lot of Paloma Faith songs, but I know Paloma Faith, so I wasn't singing along to as many of these ones.
La, la, la.
But pure Paloma is a showwoman.
Absolutely.
She even said she's normally up in the Sky Dome, which we didn't like for entertainment.
No,
because
it's horrible.
It's too echoey. So she was down in the theatre. Because I think it was her last night on the ship. So it's fine. So moving actually, I'm going to kind of sidetrack this as we start to talk about it. The Sky Dome for entertainment. Absolutely awful. Their acrobatic shows were good. Not great. They were good.
Nothing on par with Royal.
No, I
didn't get them.
I didn't get half of them. I liked
Tribal.
Yes, the last one I loved it, but you have to watch it in the dark with all the lasers.
Yeah.
And the smoke effects. Because the first one we watched later and it was darker, it was good. The bird one, we left. We just didn't understand what was going on. They all walked in randomly.
Just birds.
And there was no music, there was just a bird song. Oh, Nala's going off on one. Yes, we said the B word, that's the problem. It was just a bit, I didn't get it. Did not get it at all. The one thing that they were advertised as aerial shows, there were some aerial elements to it. The rest of it was more, there's a bit of dancing. They moved around. I like the bit where
acrobatic, I would call it, rather than aerial.
Yeah, they moved around. I liked the way the pool was covered up because they did it over the pool.
The pool moved,
Yes.
Not the pool, the platform moved.
The platform moved across the pool to move them. But they did Diablo. They did, they did have a big hoopy thing.
Hula hoop.
Hula hoop. Where's a big hula hoop?
Juggling,
and that was it. So the aerial part of it was not a lot. But I would recommend going to watch these in the dark. As in, it's dark outside.
Yeah.
Because we tried, like I said, we tried it with the last one. We did it the first show, which was in the light, and it wasn't as impressive. It was a good show because we loved the last one. But then we waited to see the next show, and it was darker.
Much better.
Much better. I preferred it because the lasers were there. The smoke was more intense.
But don't
the
forget, very different for us because I suppose Norway is probably the most difficult place to get the darkness because we don't have really much darkness.
Thankfully, on the way home, this last show was on. We were almost off the coast of the UK, so it was much easier that way. But the singing up there, it was awful. We sat and tried to watch the Foxons.
Couldn't hear. Very good, but
yeah,
couldn't hear.
We said it in the video. We just couldn't hear it. It was just too. It was like singing in a swimming pool, which technically you were. Sing along when you don't know the words. Yeah, it's just too. There's too much reverb, too much acoustic up there. It's too echoey. So which one we always went? We loved the headliners ones, didn't we? Those shows for the headliners weren't bad. We only saw the one, didn't we? Just
their team.
Their team show
did that one
with the plane.
The plane. What's it called?
The air. I can't remember what it was called.
No, I can't.
It was the airport show. It was very good. I liked, especially when they did the New York Beam part.
Yeah, that was quite good. It was all sort of remixed. And
yeah, making the plane was quite cool.
Bit of a. Basically, it was like a travel agent show, I suppose, in that respect. It was. Here's the destinations.
Yeah.
We're going to go on a plane and take them.
Yeah.
So, not meaning to be rude about it, but it was average. To say, the technology was good, but the actual performance wasn't.
Wasn't great. I'd put it on par with MSC though, where they're catering to multinationals.
I put it lower.
We should put it lower.
Yeah.
So I gave MSC a free pass as they had to cater for so many different nationalities and languages. P&O, but you just have British.
Predominantly.
Yeah. If they were another language, they flew into the UK, so you had to speak English to be able to get around the boat. Whereas MSC, you have to be able to speak multi languages. Multilingual?
Yes.
Oh, I did a word right.
Bilingual.
Yes. Whereas P&O, you're predominantly British. So, yeah. But on a whole then, visiting acts we loved.
Yeah.
MSC acts.
No.
Not MSC acts.
P&O.
P&O acts.
And also, it was a bit sort of, they only did one show.
Yeah.
So
We were there for 7 nights and they did one show.
we don't really know what the entertainers did on other nights.
No, because it was different crew to the main headliners theatre up in the Skydome, wasn't it? So I don't know what they were doing. But the Skydome did 3 shows.
I'm sure they did stuff.
Yeah.
But it was like, they didn't seem to be the same people who were doing the activities.
No.
They didn't seem to be the same people who were doing the quizzes and things like that. So it was a bit like you didn't know them, so you didn't like part and parcel of the entertainment team as such doing shows is you do get to know them sort of thing because you see them more and more and more. So like with MSC, the main cast you saw every single night. So you get to know them and get to, I know you don't really know them.
Where they filled it up with local acts.
Yeah.
Which
And you
was
just
weird.
didn't really have their back.
No. But anyway, that's that part. What we're moving on to, we're going on to drinks package. I'll start then. And this is on the old P&O drinks package, not the new one. So it's now called, because what did we have? We had the Ultimate.
Yeah. Yeah, the old one was called the Ultimate.
Ultimate.
Yeah.
So which is now
The classic.
the classic package. I struggled with this package. With P&O before, even though there's quite a lot of choice, I literally had Pimm's most night. The cocktails, there was like 4 you could have.
No, there wasn't. There was more than 4 you could have, but Scott only liked certain ones because
Yes.
he's got a very eclectic taste.
I don't do vodka, I don't do Bacardi.
So
I like my rum.
Bacardi is rum.
Yeah, but
Dark
yeah,
rum and light rum.
yes.
Yeah. So maybe not the Bacardi. So the choice of what you can have is limited depending on your taste.
Yes.
If Scott drunk wine, absolutely fine.
I'd be fine, yeah.
Because you can have as many wine as you want. My little tip is do not order a Koppenberg because it's zero
No,
alcohol.
we did that on the first night. Koppenberg's alcohol free, so you have to get Recorderlick instead. It's virtually exactly the same.
But espresso martini, assorted caramel espresso martinis were included. Passion fruit martinis were included.
Oh, they weren't bad, I like them.
Gin fizz were included, which I loved.
Do you know what got me? Their own gin wasn't on the package.
No, it wasn't.
This is what you go on the P&O.
But it is now on the
Is it?
deluxe. Yeah, on the new
Okay.
highest grade one. It now
Yeah,
is,
because the new highest grade one for P&O now has a lot more options, but it looks like the whole menu's up for grabs now.
we might try it someday.
We might have to try it. But yeah, for me on the ultimate one, which is now the classic one,
You were limited to drinks costing $6.95.
Yeah.
There was, that's pretty low, really.
that's what I said. On each menu, there was only like 3 or 4 cocktails, which
That was your classic ones, your pina coladas, your Bat Malarkey. Yeah.
I didn't want a freezing pina colada or strawberry daiquiri at 9 o'clock in the evening, or with me.
Whereas I was happy
meal.
to have a Jack Daniels. And,
Yeah, we got by. We got
more than by.
We got drunk. But if you want the options and the openness, if you don't mind, stick with your classics. I would always now go for the old deluxe.
Deluxe. I'm sure it's called deluxe.
Yeah, the top range one. It's more.
We'll
money.
try and put a little slide in now.
Yeah, I'll have a look now. See if they've got what they are actually called.
Now.
There we go. So we made our money's worth on the drinks package, 100%.
First night.
Yeah. For us though, it was having the Costas. Been able to have a Costa coffee and not have to worry about it.
Fruit coolers.
All the soft drinks.
Which are now not included in the classic.
Yes. This is why we'd have to go for Ultimate next time. Deluxe next time because they've taken things away, but still up the price for the classics. Yeah, I don't think the classic is now worth it.
No, I probably don't. I'd probably definitely go deluxe.
Deluxe should have to go all the time, I would say, to get. Because you're going to have a fruit cooler.
But it's still not bad because
it's still good
it's
for the
still good
price.
value because you look at it being $49.95 per day sterling on the deluxe now going forward. It was $39.95 for the classic, the one we had before, which is the ultimate. On average, Royal Caribbean, for example, start at around $60-$70
Yeah.
per night. up to $100 per night, which is like 80 quid. So there is still a saving there on this kind of drinks package.
For anyone that wants to just drink generally, there'll still be a saving. Just have a drink with your meal at night.
But you're only allowed 15 per day alcoholic.
Have we figured out if they've gotten rid of that for the new
No,
one?
it's still 15 alcoholic,
Right.
but you can have as many soft drinks as you want.
Oh, okay, where before it was just... Oh no, it was just 15 alcoholic.
It is,
It has been, yeah.
Stayed the same.
Yeah.
So you can have 15 alcoholic drinks in a 24-hour period, and you can have starting at 6 a.m. I think it is, and then you can have as many unlimited soft drinks as you want.
I was gonna say you probably struggled to get through that, but that's because we were in a colder place. Do you think?
We were close most nights. Most days we were close.
Cruise monkeys do it every time. So, but yeah, it's not bad. I would do a drinks package again. What are you counting up now? How many nights we kept?
Well, I had about 5 drinks. Really,
I had 3 per
during
meal.
the meal. If you think about how many we were getting.
Yeah.
Wine.
Yes.
Wine. So that's 6 or yeah.
He does wine a lot, yes. Yeah, I would recommend drinks package totally. Okay, next part.
Ship facilities.
Ship facilities. Nice thing on board P&O, they have laundry services. As in a laundrette you can go and use yourself for free. We didn't. 7 nights we're not. If we want a longer one, we probably would do.
Yeah, if we did say 13, 14 nights, might use it.
If you haven't got it already, we have actually booked for Arvia for later on this year, 14 nights. So yeah, you might use it then because it comes in handy. We're just going to get little washing sheets that you can just chuck in, not the tabs or anything. But otherwise, 7 nights you don't need to use it. But it was nice to know it was there if you did need it, so you spilt something.
I mean, probably won't use it, but it's nice to have it there if you need
just
it.
for the sake of saying I've used it now.
Oh, what, for the video purpose?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
But that's all right. What other ship facilities did we have?
So you've got your standard, you've got your bars, your restaurants, you've got a spa on board.
Yes.
You've got your casino, you've got your British pub, you've got your guest service area off the atrium, which...
Yes, right, let's round up some of these. The spa was a lovely spa. We said it in the video, but they need to rethink of how they do the spa, because there was 15 of us in there for 2 hours. There was too many people, I think. There wasn't enough facilities in there for us all to be doing something for the whole 2 hours. And the fact that the chairs and the beds all went, we ended up in a little chair in the corner because we didn't have a sunbed to lie down on or anything like that. You enjoyed it.
Yeah, I like that kind of thing, but I think they'd make more money doing the same cost, less people for an hour. Because it was cheap, 39 quid.
Yeah.
Everything seems 39 quid on board.
I know, it's really weird. They had the hairdresser next to it,
Was
which
it 39 or
obviously I
29?
took advantage of using the hairdresser.
39 or 29?
I think it was 39. We didn't use the hairdressers. The casino is, again, it's not like Royal's massive big casinos, it's a British casino, so you've literally got one part of a corridor for the casino. The bars, we enjoyed the bars.
Yeah.
We made use of all the bars. Did we go to all the bars in the end?
Pretty much, I would say. The only bar that I would say you need to go to early is the clubhouse.
Yes. Yeah, we tried
just can't get in.
We tried to get there like 5-10 minutes before it was going to start. Yes, I know. But it was rammed ages before. Me and your mum tried doing bingo in there. Now, we went in half an hour early to get a seat. Because there was an act on before it, the place was full anyway. And everyone stood at the back of the bar waiting for a seat. And as soon as the act finished and everyone started moving, there was madness. Everyone tried to grab another seat then to sit down for bingo. We tried, we couldn't get one. We ended up Anne was in a bar stall at the bar. I had to stand up for the whole of bingo. It's that packed, it was that busy. But I still like the venue. It was nice. Venue. We didn't use the bar out the very back, the wake bar.
We went there for sail away.
No. That was up the Horizon bar. The wake one was at the back of the clubhouse
Oh,
outside.
yeah. No, we didn't go there.
That wasn't actually open that often. Every time I went there, it was
No,
closed.
we didn't go there at all.
I think it was only open on sea days during the day, which we only had 2 of. But there was, but otherwise, I think we went to almost every other bar. We had something because we went to Brody's. He liked Brody's. Did the quiz in there. That was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had a good time drinking around the bars. Now, you weren't there.
I'm tired just thinking about it.
Guest services. Now, this is where I have a bit of a beef with the layout of this ship, because guest services in a corridor. It is literally a corridor where there's a tiny little bit on the side to have the queue, which is like a little bit backwards and forwards. That's it. On busy days, you couldn't get down this corridor, which the next part of it was the photo bit, and the next part after that was the shops. The corridor got rammed. It just didn't seem...
It held up the flow of people.
Yeah, it didn't seem to make sense to
When
me.
this cruise ship's quite a higgledy-piggledy corridor anyway.
Yeah, 'cause it goes like that, and then like that, and out.
It just blocks the whole space.
It didn't make... If you put it in the atrium, like quite a lot of people do, quite a lot of ships have it in the atrium, it would make more sense. But yeah, it just was a bit weird.
Yeah.
They were lovely, because actually were quite helpful. They weren't very helpful when you went about the walking map for Huggersund, were they? Or no, the parade route. Was it you went down that day?
Yeah, I mean, that was because they hadn't docked yet and they were waiting on
They
it.
had to
So
talk
it's
to
not
locals.
really their fault, I suppose.
But every other time they were very helpful with
Yeah.
everything else.
Yeah.
I was quite good on that.
Yeah, they helped out a little bit. We had a few problems, which we'll go on to.
The ship layout in general, I didn't like. You don't mind it. I have a bit of a problem. The fact that everything is on a corridor. You literally...
You have to walk.
Yeah, you do have to be able to, because it's up on the outside top decks. Deck 17 just stopped halfway, and there were steps to get down it, and then back up to the next bit, and it was like,
Can't go from front.
yeah, you can't go front to back in one fell swoop. You have to go up and down some
Apart
stairs.
from on deck 8, which is your promenade.
Yes, you can do it on the promenade deck. You can go all around. That's the only deck you can go front to back without going up and down steps, I think. At some point you stop halfway, and then you just have to take the lift down or the stairs down, go along the next one and then back up.
Yeah, it's like the
or
crow's
up and
nest.
down.
You can't get to that bit without going down and then up. You have to go round.
Yeah, a little bit confusing. But that's the only thing that I think I had a problem with, was there's too many stairs. Too many stairs on the ship. Any other ship facilities you want to talk about?
I love the limelights.
Yes, we like that. Nice little show bar. Oh, and Gary Barlow's club.
Oh yeah, 710 Club.
Yes.
Right, we made the biggest mistake ever.
Yes,
with
we
this.
did.
We thought,
We saw it was a little
Barlow.
yeah. We saw it was a little tiny bar with just a little singer in a
Gary
corner.
Barlow.
We thought,
Gary Barlow.
You shut up. Yes, Nala. And we thought it'd be a bit boring, and we wouldn't enjoy it. We went in for, what was it? Just a rock night. He did loads of Queen stuff as well.
But acoustically.
Oh, it was
almost.
amazing. It's a shame because it was the second to last night, and it was. We can tell now. We wondered why it was getting booked so much, and yawn. And we can now tell why, because the singers were amazing. The band was amazing, but it's so
We
small.
definitely, if we were going on another P&O cruise ship that had this facility, definitely pre-book it.
Try and get in there as much as possible, because the only ones we could get was like midnight.
Yeah.
I weren't staying up for that.
Well, I'm tired now.
Yeah, and it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So, busy day. But, ship facilities, they're okay. They're alright. Moving on. We've got a plan today. Normally we don't have a plan, we just do this ad hoc. Trying to make me a plan today to get more structured. We're going to onboard purchases. Go on, you can take this one.
So, there's 2 ways of doing a lot of things. You can pre-book them. So things like packages before you leave, everything like that, you can pre-book using the P&O webpage. So we decided to book the Bon Voyage package.
Yes.
Now, the Bon Voyage package was £140. And one of the reasons we decided to put the package was because my mum was with us for her birthday, and we were going to get her flowers. So when we worked out how much the flowers would cost, and then how much everything else would cost, it was a much better option to have the full package. So in the package you got a box of chocolates, a bottle of champagne, you got
Robes.
fresh flowers,
All flowers, yeah, robes.
you got bathrobes and slippers for each of us, you got a champagne breakfast, you got a
photo, a digital print.
No, a print and digital version.
That's what I mean.
So it was for us. It was well worth it. However,
6 things. That's quite good.
For that price. When we got on board, it wasn't there.
No.
Um,
We turned up to the room and thought, oh, do you know what? It might take a little while, but we
so
did ask for it to be
obviously
there
because
on
it was
arrival.
flowers, we were a bit worried really. And it was flowers for Mum's birthday. So went down to guest services.
Went down to the corridor.
And told them that we'd got this. We then had to produce a bank statement because you don't get any notification or any
There's no
booking
proof.
proof.
Yeah, there's no email.
So we produced that. He said, I'll sort it. And fair dues, he sorted it. It was
He did.
pretty speedy to sort.
We had it all within an hour.
So then we could get to go and deliver it for Mum's birthday and everything like that, which was lovely. Would have just been nice to have had it when we got there, really.
Yeah. So we did get a bit confused. It was a good package, but we did get a bit confused booking the breakfast. So we got a slip in our room, and you thought it was just to confirm we'd received the package, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because of the hassle we'd had, and to sign and date it. That was actually
When you want your breakfast.
when you want your breakfast, sign and dated. Really random way of doing it. So we sent that off. We then had nothing to say when the breakfast was, what we were getting, nothing. We didn't even know we were picking anything, did we?
Well, you can't pick anything.
But you can't. This thing, there was nothing to say. You're going to have a champagne breakfast. Don't worry, it's going to be delivered on this date and this time. This is to confirm. It literally just turned up, we were hoping it would just turn up in the morning, which it
We
did.
did know what day it was because I wrote it down, like I do with everything.
Yeah, but if you forget,
I know. Write it down. Put it on your mirror in lipstick. Didn't do that.
but yeah. So that was very good. Did we pre-pay for Limelight? Yes, we pre-bought Limelight Lounge.
Yeah, much cheaper to pre-book. £29. That was £29.
There we go.
Compared to 35 on board.
Yeah.
And we saw Gareth Gates.
Very, very good. What other package did we book? We booked the spa when we got there.
Yeah.
Again, we've done that spa.
Same price,
Yeah, same price.
whether you were booking before or after.
What else could you pre-book? Excursions? We
Yeah.
didn't do any of them.
You could pre-book some of the headliners' entertainment, such as Pure Paloma.
Yes, you kind of had to, because they were getting quite sold out quickly. Again, I don't know if that's because it was such a short cruise, people wanted to do it quickly, but they had multiple nights where people were on anyway, so it was alright. But yeah, it was easy-ish to do the onboard purchases.
Yeah, didn't find it difficult.
The only problem we had was Bon Voyage package was ringing up and their system was down. I think this is where the problem was as well. The whole P&O system went down, so they couldn't take card payments properly, so she had to ring us back.
Yeah.
But it's the same as most places. You just click a button on the website and you're getting it.
However, buying stuff on board, I think it's the most
yes.
expensive ship I've been on.
Yes. I think I wanted a rucksack. Don't do rucksacks unless they're 70 quid. There was that really expensive one, wasn't there?
You just
And-
like a beach bag, really. Like
I wanted the beach
strappy-
bag. Didn't do it. Their logo shop was expensive.
Yeah.
Their own brand stuff. Your mum bought a box of biscuits instead of Pam.
Yeah, a box of like shortbread biscuits, £5 for a
£5.
box of biscuits.
Ridiculous.
It
It was a very, considering the drinks are quite reasonable price and everything's, the food's quite reasonable price.
was just the shopping that was quite
It
expensive.
was ridiculous the shopping. Aftershave wasn't that cheap, I don't think.
Yeah, aftershave was cheap on days that they wanted it to be cheap.
Yes.
So
Same with most
when you had
places,
the
though.
offers on.
And alcohol was quite good, wasn't it?
Yeah, alcohol wasn't bad. So your standard duty-free stuff was all right. Your other shops, very, very
Too
expensive.
overpriced.
Like
Yeah.
clothing shops and everything. But I mean, the fact of £5 for a packet of biscuits was just
Ridiculous.
not going to pay that.
Yeah. Right, moving on, because someone else in this video's gone quite long. We're going to move on to disembarkation. Oh, pardon me.
Easy,
Yes.
very easy. We asked if we could all leave together.
Yeah, because we got the thing in the room, didn't we? Saying if you want to pick a time, let us know. Otherwise, they were going to tell us, didn't they?
Yeah,
Which is when we went down and said.
but we also because of the assistance, we asked if our disabled friends had a thing straight away to say what time would they want to disembark on thing. So we went down together and said, listen, can we all go together at this time?
After the hassle we had with embarkation.
And make sure that everyone's together, we can help each other, not a problem at all. And fair dues, you know, we were 9:30?
Something like that. It was a really good time.
9:30.
We had enough time to have
had
breakfast.
Everything like that. Went to then meet in the Limelight Lounge, and then we just had to wait for the person with the wheelchair assistance to come and pick them up.
They were very
and then
good.
we all went through together. The only issue we had, and it wasn't any fault of,
No,
you know,
what was his name?
it was just the fact that they were just so speedy getting us through.
Yeah, I can't remember the guy's name. He
we couldn't
literally.
keep up.
We got to the baggage area, we got our bags, and then he took off the wheelchair. And you had the bags, I literally left them with the bags and kept up with the wheelchair because, again, we've said this earlier on, other people don't care. The rest of the ship did not care we were with a wheelchair party.
So the wheelchair had gone.
The wheelchair had gone, and everyone, the wife was stuck back here, everyone was everywhere, and like, no, we're a party. I was waiting,
They wouldn't let us through.
I was waiting for
People.
reception. People just would not let us through. Very, very rude. But disembarkation itself was nice and easy.
Really easy.
Really easy.
Really easy to get to our cars as well. We used
Portside meet and greet. I like them.
Car parking, just opposite. Well worth it, just for
Yes.
the ease of it, really.
We've used them quite a lot in Southampton, haven't we?
Yeah, I mean,
We
I'd
like them.
recommend them. It's, you know, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Worth that little bit of extra money
Yes.
as well. So that made life so much easier.
Okay, general comments you've got written down here.
Yeah, so what did you, on the whole...
On the whole, I liked it. I like the ship. I don't like their booking system.
No, I cannot stand...
It is awful.
But let's be honest, will we find it easier if we go on our own? Answer, yes.
Yes, I think we will, but it's still not the best. I think if we find out waitlist systems,
But will we care?
probably not actually.
Because we'll just be doing our own thing and not have to plan for
Okay,
6 people.
yeah, for group booking, awful, because they don't
Yeah.
link it. The system is awful. It's a bit strange they call it an app and it's not an app, it's a website. And what you have to do on there is slightly random as well. But that's
Ship
that.
on the whole,
Yes, lovely ship, I loved it.
nice, clean, tidy.
Didn't like the corridors, but
Staff, can't fault them really.
no, they're very good.
Always very attentive, especially in the bars and restaurants.
Yeah, the ship as a whole is nice. The pools were alright. We only went in the one at the back. They were cold. Not a lot of heating on them.
We were in Norway.
We were in Norway, so I expected it to be a bit more heated though. But they were nice. Right, overall scoring. We're going to start with food.
Yeah, 8 for me.
Yeah, I'd be 8 or 9. I was quite happy with that. It was nice food. Right, staff.
On the whole, 9 out of 10.
Yeah. Yeah. There's the odd person we come across who is a bit
Grumpy.
grumpy, but you're going to get that. You're going to get that. Do you know what? We didn't do this one last time. The room.
Ooh.
I give it 8.
See, right, we haven't talked about the room, but I think the room is small.
Yeah, it was a little smaller, I think, but there was more packed into it. The wardrobe space seemed to be more. So that's why I'm going to give it an 8.
The bathroom was better because it was
Yes.
a square with no lean to it.
Yes. Go on. So I'm giving it 8 out of 10.
I would say the room facilities themselves, I'd give an 8. Right?
Right.
The room sizing and everything like that, and the size of the balcony, is smaller than other lines that we've used.
Yes.
So I would then go down a mark for that. So I'm going to go 8 for facilities in the room, 7.
Okay. Bars, drinking.
Can't remember.
No, we did do quite a lot of drinking.
So 9.
I'm going to give it 8 or 9 because there's only a few bars that I liked in the end.
You with the drinks package then?
Yeah, that's more drinks package for me. Drinks package 6.
9. It's like get me wine, get me.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Ship overall.
9.
I'm going to go 8. I like the ship. There's still a few things I'd improve on. Really.
Captain Wesley. 10.
10 out of 10 for Captain Wesley. We loved Captain. His announcements were hysterical. To the fact that even on the Facebook group that we were on, they recorded his announcements so we could have them for like ringtones on our phone and things.
So funny.
He was so funny.
So funny.
The Huggus and Hustle with the hairy bits of string. He made the crew sometimes, and we got to see him as well. But yeah. So overall, I think we quite like P&O.
Yeah, I like their bigger ships,
Yes.
and that was the reason we decided to give them a chance.
Yeah, we're going to give him a second chance.
I'm not sure I would like their smaller offerings. However,
No.
I think at some point we might do like a 3-nighter on something smaller.
Because this thing, we haven't really done small ships, have we? We've
No.
only done big ships so far to keep me amused.
And
really.
people keep saying, you know, the small intimate ships are really nice. So at some point we might
We'll give it a go.
do a little weekend. I don't think there'll be enough on it for 7 days.
No.
And we don't like each other's company.
Honestly, saying that though, our next cruise we've got booked for October, haven't we?
Yes.
We're going to go on Arvia to give P&O another chance and do a 13, 14 nights
13 nights, 14 days.
around Portugal and Spain. So we'll see how that gets on.
And we're trying for the first time an inside cabin.
Oh yes, an inside cabin. Let's see how that gets on. But yeah, if you have enjoyed the videos, please make sure you do like and subscribe to our videos. There's a little button down there to like and subscribe. It helps us out a lot. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you know when our next videos are coming out. 'Cause we've got a few more other videos in planning before we go in October.
We've been asked to do certain things. So.
We're going to do some top 5s and stuff like that. So, unless you have anything else to say,
No.
that's it for this video.